Between South America and North America, there is a forgotten piece of the map, an open wound on the earth. It is a place where the road simply ends, where conventional maps fail and signs of civilization disappear. This place is known as the Darién Gap, a brutal and almost untouched jungle, one of the most isolated regions on the planet. There are no roads, no clear laws, and every step you take could be your last. The Darién Gap is not just a physical space, it is a challenge to human survival itself. The heat suffocates like a natural oven, rivers swallow any carelessness, and the forest itself seems to fight anyone who dares to cross it. Wild animals, poisonous insects, and treacherous plants are part of daily life. But the real danger is not only natural, it is human, cruel, and relentless. Even so, hundreds of thousands of people risk everything for a chance to move forward, crossing this forgotten part of the world with hope and despair in equal measure. They are people fleeing war, hunger, political persecution, and economic crises, betting their lives on a corridor that can cost too much. If you enjoy this kind of content, leave a like and subscribe. It helps a lot to keep these videos coming. Now, let's dive deep into why the Darién Gap is considered the most dangerous stretch of road that never existed. The Green Hell. The Darién Gap is, without exaggeration, one of the most hostile places on Earth. It stretches over more than 90 kilometers of swamps, mountains, and dense tropical forest, so thick that sunlight barely reaches the ground. Locals call this territory the Green Hell, and the expression could not be more accurate. During the rainy season, crossing the Darién can take up to 2 weeks. Trails disappear, the ground turns into slippery mud, and rivers become violent torrents capable of carrying bodies away in seconds. Rapids reach waist height, fallen logs and roots make the path treacherous, and one slip could mean the end of a life. Many bodies simply vanish, carried by the currents or swallowed by the jungle without a trace. The climate is relentless. Temperatures frequently exceed 35 degrees Celsius, with suffocating humidity that turns the air into a sticky shroud. Drinking water is almost non-existent, and many migrants rely on rivers and streams carrying dangerous parasites, fungi, and bacteria. The result is a deadly combination: severe infections, intense diarrhea, and extreme dehydration. Imagine walking for days, feverish, thirsty, with your body covered in mosquitoes that attack relentlessly, not knowing if you will make it to the other side. Every step is a battle against nature itself, and many do not survive. But the jungle is not the only enemy, it is just the first. The human danger. Inside the Darién, there is no law. What dominates this jungle are armed criminal groups, drug traffickers, smugglers, and extortionists controlling every route and trail. Migrants often have to pay for guides who promise safety, but can abandon, rob, or even threaten their lives. Some reports speak of people paying up to 8 different guides, each demanding hundreds of dollars to continue. And those who fail to pay face terrible consequences. The belongings migrants carry, sewn into clothing, hidden in shoes or backpacks, are frequently taken by force. Whoever enters the jungle is literally on their own. Sovereignty belongs to no one there except the jungle itself and the criminals who control it. And almost none of these crimes reach the authorities, as there is no cell signal, police, or any kind of infrastructure. Why people cross? So, why would someone choose to cross such a brutal path? The answer is simple, but devastating: to flee. Flee wars, political persecution, economic crises, dictatorships, and hunger. The Darién has become a corridor of hope for thousands dreaming of reaching the United States. In 2023, more than 500,000 migrants crossed this natural border, the highest number ever recorded. About 20% of them were children, walking for weeks in extreme conditions. It is a journey that can destroy bodies, but also shows the desperate strength of the human spirit Those who survive rarely forget what they saw. Many describe it as the worst nightmare of their life. Even after escaping the jungle, suffering does not end. What comes next is often a new kind of hell. Bureaucratic, slow, and full of uncertainty. What happens next? When migrants leave the Darién, many believe the worst is over. But in reality, the hell only changes shape. As soon as they leave the jungle, they are taken to reception centers in Panama, where they are registered. Humanitarian organizations try to provide water, food, and medical care, but resources are limited. Many arrive with open wounds, severe infections, and deep psychological trauma. Most have to wait months to get permission to continue to Costa Rica. And even when they reach it, the American dream is still thousands of kilometers away, with 5 countries remaining until the United States, each posing the risk of deportation. Attempts at solutions. So far, no country has fully managed the Darién Gap. Panama implemented the so-called controlled flow, a policy that aims to register and release migrants quickly northward. The problem is, in practice, it treats travelers as numbers, not people. Basic needs, especially of unaccompanied children, are often neglected. In 2024, President-elect José Raúl Mulino said he will shut down a local migration route, closing the flow to other countries. On the Colombian side, the situation is even more fragile. There is no clear national strategy to protect those trying to cross the jungle. This leaves migrants at the mercy of criminal groups, exploiting every section of the route. Experts and humanitarian organizations suggest 3 possible solutions. Investigate and fight the armed groups that control the jungle, attacking the root of the human danger. Improve reception centers, providing more staff, translators, and medical resources. Create alternative, safe, monitored routes with constant medical support. But none of this is simple. The terrain is almost inaccessible, and the jungle constantly changes. Building a road would be like fighting against nature itself, and many environmentalists warn that it would destroy one of the richest ecosystems on the planet. Perhaps the only real solution is not to build a road, but to eliminate the reasons pushing people toward it: poverty, war, persecution, and desperation. As long as someone is willing to risk everything, the Darién Gap will continue to be crossed. The question is, when will these countries solve these deep internal problems? The Darién Gap is more than a jungle. It is an extreme test for humans, a place where fear, courage, and despair mix with every step. The Darién is a powerful reminder. The true boundary between the Americas is not in the jungle, but in the reasons that push so many people into it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. The next episode promises even more shocking and unbelievable stories.